Hey traders, John Howell here. So, Paul Tudor Jones agrees with John Howell about the stock market going up. Let's get straight into it. Don't place a trade based on what you'll see in this video because there is no guarantees of making a profit in the market. It takes you a long time to become a good trader. So this video here is just to educate you to become a much better trader. Alrighty traders, if you do need some help with your trading, with maybe some of the mistakes, the chart reading strategies, my trading system, some mindset stuff and so on and so forth. See the trading course there right now? You can grab free membership access to that. The very first link in the description. Go click on that right now and you'll be able to get free membership access to that. So, Paul Tudor Jones came out and recently did a video, and let me share this with you here. This is the video here, all right? So, let me bring this up to here, okay? So, one thing I want to, let's just play this.
A little bit to this Austin Goolsbee interview and some of his comments. I'm curious where you think interest rates will go, should be. What do you think?
I think they've done hiking. I'm so glad I don't have his job, because listening to these guys try to not say what they really want to say and what they really think.
What do you think he really wants to say?
Oh, he wants to say we're done, we've gone too far, and enough's enough. That's what he wants to say. He just can't say that because he's new on the board and he has to follow the chairman. But that's what he wants to say.
And what do you want to say? If you
I think he's right. I think they're done.
You think they are done?
Oh, definitely. I think they're done. I mean, they could probably declare victory now, because if you look at CPI, it's been declining 12 straight months. 12 straight months. That's never happened before in history. So there's a strong downward arc to inflation at the moment. Two-year break-evens are under 2%. Clearly, they have to be governed by trailing 12-month inflation. But if we get to the here and now, you can see that inflation, to a great extent, has been wrung out of the market. Now, does that mean that we're getting ready to imminently cut? No. But you got to think of interest rates a bit like chemo. So chemotherapy, chemo is poison. Interest rates, with the kind of amount of sector-wide debt that we have between private consumer and the government, we're probably at levels where we've typically hit a recession in the past because of the interest tax on the economy. So we're at a level that historically has really slowed the economy and historically has kicked off a recession. I think it.
So one of the big things here that I really want to share with you here is that, yes, we are headed into a recession, but the big mistake that a lot of people make is like, oh, because we are headed into a recession, therefore the stock market should continue to go down. And so this is where sometimes the stock market's not going to reflect what's actually happening with the economy.
It's just a question of waiting for that tax on the economy to work its way through.
Mistake then for them to raise interest rates?
Would have been a jump ball for me. I would have been 50-50 on the last one. I could have been talked out of it. I would have been reluctant to do it. The only reason why I probably would maybe have gone along with it is because I think equity prices are going to get, I think they're going to continue to go up this year, and the financial cycle drives so much of the business cycle.
Okay.
So.
But let me just pick up on what you just said. You said you think equity prices are going to go up this year.
Oh, yeah.
So you think they're going to end higher than where we are right now?
Oh, yeah.
So we could actually see what Paul Tudor Jones said there. And I also did a video yesterday also on my actual YouTube channel. And if you go to this is my YouTube channel here. By the way, guys, johnsfreegift.com. You can grab that free trading course there that I got there. It's something like 4 or 5 hours worth of content, guys, on that there. If you need any help, no matter what you need help with, guys, if you do need help with, say, maybe you're making a lot of mistakes right now, you don't know what they are, there's a 30-minute video there. Maybe after some really powerful chart reading strategies and techniques. One of the techniques I teach you has been working since the 1950s. Again, the very first thing in the description there. If you want to learn my trading system that gets over a 90% success rate, and so on and so forth. So I also did a video here, and this is the video that I did recently. And the thing is that you can see here that I did a video saying, this is actually just yesterday, end of 2023 targets, S&P 500 all-time new highs comes. I should say, I I just realized that I just should comes. New high comes. There you go. Gold 2,500 is coming, and you can see we've got a lot of stuff going on through there. So the thing is the big thing that we're noticing through there, guys, is that's what I see through there. So Paul Tudor Jones that's what he's saying, right? So if we look at the S&P 500 right now, as I speak, as of that video coming out, you can actually see, look what's happening here. This is where the stock market is right now. And actually, I've been saying for the last week, if you've been watching my YouTube videos, that I believe we're going to see a move move on the upside when it comes to the overall markets. But then Paul Tudor Jones comes out, and guess what? He agrees with Johnny Howe. So see, you know what? See, Paul Tudor Jones, he comes to me, he goes, you know what, John Howe, you're Aussie, right? I need to learn from you. No, he doesn't say that. Actually, I learned from him, right? But they're really interesting to see that I've been really bullish these markets lately, and we're now starting to see all of that starting to filter through the process, where I'm seeing a lot of negativity in the markets. So therefore, that creates bottoms in the markets. And now Paul Tudor Jones is talking about like what tends to normally happen when they start to pause. When they start to pause, we see a movement in the upside through the stock market. And remember, guys, Paul Tudor Jones, he's one of the top 10 financial traders on the planet, right? So it's really, really, really important, and he really knows his stuff, right? When it comes to trading the markets on a short-term basis. Remember, Ray Dalio is a bit like a mechanic, a bit more like longer-term sort of cycle things. But then Paul Tudor Jones is like that. So we've seen that on the S&P 500 where it is right now. The Nasdaq is still continuing to slowly go to the upside, slowly crawling to the upside. And again, we could slowly make our way back up towards 13,000. I believe on the Nasdaq there. Again, my target for the S&P 500 is to be probably at 5,000 by the end of the year. To see a move up now from this point through, or at least a move back up by the end of the year. But spit it out, John. By the end of the year, I see all-time new high on the S&P 500. The Dow Jones is having a bit of a pullback through here, so I wouldn't be too surprised, guys, if we did get like a bit of a Fibonacci level coming into play out of the Dow Jones. So we can see from there to there. So that's actually now coming back down, pulling back down to this level through here. We are getting a little bit of a downside, sort of a trend line, a little short-term trend line coming down through there, right? So we're in a bit of a channel right now, a bit of a short-term channel. Okay, and then we can see that through there, and then that through there as well too, right? So we're getting that point through there. So I do see this thing probably going to hold here, and then start to make our way back up when it comes to the Dow Jones. And then the outlier out of all this is the Russell. And the Russell has just been really not doing much at all, right? It's just stuck in this overall channel. Are we going to break up? Are we going to break down? Where's this going to break? Because it's really, again, the Russell 2000 is really, really, really it's not doing the same as the other indices. But I'm really, really, really bullish the indices right now, guys. And it's just really interesting, the stuff that I've been talking about now probably for the last 2 weeks about how I see a really nice move coming to the upside. And now, good old Mr. Paul Tudor Jones comes out and he actually agrees with me as well too. So guys, the technical analysis is bullish right now. Fundamentally, everything's really, really, really bad, but that creates bottoms in markets. And now Paul Tudor Jones is coming out. So there's a lot of warning signs from professionals out there who really know what they're doing, and they're trying to give you some warning signs. Unfortunately, there's a lot of people that are still short these markets, thinking that the opposite, which is going to be true in the market. So there we go, traders. Hope this helped you out. Once again, traders, that trading course you can see on the screen there right now. This is I used to charge $500 for this trading course, or $495. But I'm giving you a free membership access, because the reason why is it walks you through the main sort of pillars of being successful. Firstly, is the very first video is about the top 30 mistakes you're making right now and how to overcome them. Because if you don't stop, or should I say, if you just stop doing the mistakes you're doing right now in your trading, guess what? You're actually going to start to really move forward in a big way, right? You're really going to start to move forward in a big way. You're going to start to make more progress. But then if you can start to learn chart reading techniques, that's not a fad, but like I show you one technique in there that's been working since the 1950s. I show you the technique today, And then I go back to the charts in 1950s and I show you what that one chart reading technique is. And it's the reason why it's actually part of my trading system, because my system never changes. I also teach you about chart reading strategies of how to learn the best time to be looking to get into a trade and the wrong time to be looking to get into a trade and why most people fail through it. I also teach you all the details to my actual trading system and so much more. So that very first thing in the description there, guys, click on that. If you do need some help, it's absolutely free. And by the way, when you do register for the free trading course, not only do you get access to the free trading course, but instantly you get a bonus. You get a bonus training which teaches you the 3 secrets that you must know in order to become a good trader. And also I'll walk you through some really amazing trade examples that I've been taking recently, so you can start to apply that system to your life today.